Hello, my pretties. I've traded my marketing wand here at Best of Laguna Beach for a witch's hat today because Halloween isn't just a holiday here, it's a whole mood. Laguna's about to get deliciously weird, and I am so here for it. I'm here to actually tell you what you can do here in the week of Halloween. First up, have you seen the return of the great pumpkins at Rivian Flores' Laguna Nursery? Those giant beauties are back on the corner of Coast Highway and Myrtle in North Laguna. Can't miss them. And honestly, they look like they rolled straight off a Tim Burton set. Now, Ruben's got a photo contest underway going on this week for you and your costumed dog or cat or parrot, whatever you choose to costume, because, of course, all creatures are welcome. Now, word to the wise. These are real pumpkins, people. So please resist the urge to sit, stand, or stage your dog and your modeling debut on top of them. Just snap your selfie, tag Laguna Nursery, toss it into Instagram, and you're in the running for some seriously fun prizes next week. It's pure Laguna, equal parts whimsy, creativity, and just the right amount of pumpkin obsession. Then, on Thursday, October 30th, Laguna Beach Live and Rivian South Coast Theater are teaming up for Shadows and Strings. It's a haunting twist on the world's very first horror film, Nosferatu. Picture this, the 1922 classic flickering on the big screen, while the Melissa Hassan String Quartet performs a brand new, fully improvised and choreographed score to the movie. Never the same twice. Never the same moment twice. Doors are creaking open at 6:30. The film starts at 7. And trust me, this one's going to send shivers right through your cello strings. It's eerie, elegant, and the perfect pre-Halloween night out right there in downtown Laguna Beach. Now, October 31st is the big day. And what better way to dawn the dead than Laguna's own Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, honored with Hollywood's Walk of Fame. He is getting his own star, the 2,826 star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And what better day than October 31st at 6644 Hollywood Boulevard, 66, getting close to that number, 6644 Hollywood Boulevard in front of the Larry Edmonds Bookshop at 11:30 a.m. sharp. Now, the event will also be streamed live exclusively at www.walkoffame.com. And I just think, isn't it cool that our quirky beach town helped put the fear of Freddy into the world? Now it's time to see what our neighbor looks like in the light of day at his big Hollywood moment. And what will he use for his handprint? Nightmare on Elm Street turned into a long-running franchise, 9 movies, a TV series, comic books, and it's considered the first in the genre of what horror film enthusiasts call rubber reality, where director Wes Craven dreamed up the idea of dreams, hallucinations, and altered states meeting violence. They say that the new rubber reality genre formed a boundary between sleep dream and waking as the playground for the monster. There are articles that say that more than 20 copycat films were inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street, and our Robert Englund was at the center of that. He's the one who made it work and made it happen. So let's make sure that we congratulate him. Then later, a much more prosaic event, sorta, the annual Oak and Brook Street Halloween Block Party and Parade, which happens Friday afternoon. Now, this neighborly Halloween decorating competition kind of got a little ferocious as the years passed. And now it's this giant block party for hundreds of trick-or-treat kids and adults, with these people still ferociously competing. Now, this is a thing to see. Festivities typically begin around 4 p.m. and they conclude around 9. But KXFM Radio, the only radio station in town with our 80 DJs, is going to be there early at its coming soon new location at Oak, getting the party rolling. Block party music starts at 2:30, runs till 5:30. There's a costume runway show, a photo booth, prizes, plenty of sweet treats for all ages. So that's going to be kind of fun, a great accompaniment to your event there at Oak and Brook Street. And then, of course, as I said, it wraps up about 9 p.m., which is perfect perfect for the next thing to happen, which is the annual giant Halloween bash and costume contest at Mozambique. This is an annual event that gets bigger and bigger by the year. So it begins, actually, they open doors for the live music event at about 7 p.m. And the live music is Slapback, plus DJ Bobito. Now, I don't know if you know Slapback. If you don't, it's time that you got to know Slapback. They are high energy, sort of like a Prince. If you saw Purple Rain, you saw the Time band competing against Prince. Well, a couple of those members show up regularly to play in Slapback. So tickets have already been on sale. They have moved very, very quickly. So you want to go to mozambiqueoc.com so that you grab a ticket and not be howling out the door with the rest of the werewolves. So they've got a gigantic costume contest that happens there as well. So make sure that you put on your prettiest. Now, there's also another live music and costume thing going on at the Clift, which is downtown at Legion and Coast Highway, right there by Weiland's place. And Perfect Blend Band is playing, which is a fantastic band. They actually had their debut at the Cliff Restaurant, and now they have albums. It's like magic. Now they tour. It's better magic. So they're playing from 6 to 9 p.m., asking everyone to dress up 80s style, also awarding gift cards for the best costume. No cover charge there. And they say if there are lots of people there, they will do the costume awards at 9 o'clock and play for another hour until 10. Okay. So you've got two big costume contests to go to. If you've got the ripest, coolest outfit in town, you may want to try to hit up both. All right. Then, if you haven't had enough of Halloween, it's November 1st in Dana Point at the La Plaza Park. Now, this is the Hennessy's location where the big farmers market takes place in Dana Point. They are doing the Dia de los Muertos event. Starts at 3 o'clock. Live band, mariachis, craft, food, beverages, ofrendas. And what are ofrendas? Offerings to the dead and more. So there's an event trolley that goes back and forth between that gigantic Dana Point parking garage that they built up to the La Plaza. Easy in and out, lots of fun. And I also want to let you know that there are haunted houses in the area, not officially in Laguna Beach. We have plenty of private haunted houses, but that's for another story. But haunted houses, if you're really into haunted houses, the number one in Yelp is in Huntington Beach. It's called the Castle House. It's a real life castle. It's on Magnolia at Bermuda. They open it yearly. It's a family that does all of this decorating. So that's a huge, huge thing that everybody loves. Mission Viejo also has one that's been around for about 30 years. I think it's called Nightmares and Beyond. Nightmares and Beyond, I think is what it's called. And that's a very popular one. And then, of course, Boot Hill in Irvine is particularly scary. Okay. And then, just in case you think Halloween ends early on Saturday, the Day of the Dead, it actually continues into November 2nd with the Laguna Playhouse debuting a new kind of double trouble, where one woman faces her own ghostly reflection in Beside Myself. So that's opening November 2nd. And it's time to find your best life, all both of you. It's a fantastic comedy. I'm looking forward to being there on opening night. So that opens November 2nd and runs through the 16th. Go to Laguna Playhouse to get your tickets for that. There are matinees, there are evening shows, there's all kinds of stuff happening. Okay, that's it for now, my fellow night flyers. If you liked this little Halloween haunt, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe and tap that bell before it turns into a toad, because around here, the magic is just getting started. Thank you for being a part of my coven at Best of Laguna.